So today we are going to discuss about one of the important topics regarding the user management. We know already how to create a user, how to add user to wheel group, and sudo permissions, all those details, right? But we'll go a little bit deep, and we'll see like how the user account can be locked and unlocked and all those things like that. So let me log into my EC2. Okay, and let me create a user. What is the command to create a user? Add user, right? Jenkins, and I want to give password sudo
Pass.
pass wd Jenkins. Okay, now, so what is the first iteration that we are going to do? We are going to see how the log the user. Pass w is this like to log the password actually. So in this case, the password of any account is locked using the below command. So what does that mean? Like you are locking the password, basically locking. I don't know. Yeah, locking the password. And let's try. So let me try to log in using that password.
Another user can't use that password, I think so.
What was that? What did you say, Raj?
Uh, Another user can't use the same password, I think so. But he has
If
to
I
have.
lock that password?
Yeah, if he locked the password, I think according
Oh,
to my
okay.
understanding.
Yeah, that's a good one actually. Let's try that. I
Okay,
didn't know that.
okay.
Let's try that. Okay. I switched into Jenkins user using that password, and let's use that passwd, and what flag? The flag -L, right? Did that guy say -L? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, -L, -L, and Jenkins. Jenkins. Okay, that's nice. Locking password for user Jenkins. Okay, success. Now let me create one more user, and the user add, and what user this time? Bitbucket, for example. Okay, sudo passwd Bitbucket. No, I was able to provide the same password. So that was the wrong answer, but let's see. And now try to switch as a Jenkins user. Password. This is the thing actually. Authentication failed. That means you are locking that user access basically. When you say that, you locking the password means you're locking that user access. So the account has been locked. Okay. The password locked means account has been locked. You cannot use that. Okay. And you can review the status using grep user one. In our case, grep, who is our user? Jenkins, right? Even if I use tab, right, it's not coming because that user, that user account has been locked. Let's see. Shadow. Okay. Okay. Let me use sudo. This etc bin opt opt user bin user, all those are like system based file systems. That means like a root hidden files kind of thing. You should be a super user in order to access them actually. Okay, what did it say? Jenkins, this is the user one, and this is the Jenkins. This is the, this sign means these two exclamation marks, user one, that means user has been locked. You see the two exclamation before encrypted password, which means the password has been locked. To unlock that user password, you to log it -L flag, unlock it U flag. That's it. Log it L flag, unlock it U flag. Hyphen is a mandatory, like hyphen is the mandatory, and we'll try that. Okay, and I will want to make sure. I want to make sure. I want to switch again. Okay, and I want to provide the same password to make sure it shouldn't work, right? Yeah, it is not working. Let's pass WD. Jenkins, right? Unlocking password for user Jenkins. Okay, this guy said password has been unlocked. I'm using tab now, it is working. You see that? It did not work before because account has been locked. So this time it is gonna work. Now you see that I'm logged in as a Jenkins user. There were two failed login attempts since the last successful log. It is even giving us the logs, what happened, blah, blah, blah. Now let's see. So account is locked. What does that mean? So in this case, the user account might have been locked by the administrator. So what was the difference? Like user password has been locked and the account has been locked. So what was the difference? Like the same thing, right? And let's see what happens. You are modifying the permissions actually. You're modifying the permissions, and you should be a root user in order to modify the permissions of any user. Okay, let's exit, go back to EC2 user again, and sudo user mod -L, but like big L, not small L. Okay, it's locked. Now first I want to show you like what we'll have in this etc shadow. Let's see, sudo cat etc shadow. These are all, you see that EC2 instance connect, postfix user, cronny user, TCP EC2 user, Jenkins user, Bitbucket user. These are all coming from that AMI, the default Amazon AMI, and these two we created these two actually. This Jenkins user and a Bitbucket user, we created them. But this EC2 user, all this cronny, postfix, EC2, RGD, SSHD, all these things came from that AMI. This is the sensitive data. You will see only this, encrypted details. You're not going to see any passwords or, I had a password something, but I cannot see that password. This is like a, complete user data. Okay. User information, I can say. It's not user data, user information, I can say. Okay. Now, let's see whether the account has been logged or not. Let's try to log in again. Authentication failed. So similar, basically both does the same thing. If you lock the password, you would use a different command to lock the password, and unlock the password, you would use the same command but a different flag. And to lock the account, you would use a different command. What is the command? To make changes to any existing user, user mod is a command, and -L is the flag. You don't need to remember all those flags. You will get the flags in the Google, but you need to know what needs to be done. Let's say I don't know the command, but I want to get that command, right? For example, what I will do, shell command to get to lock user account. You see that I've got the command in the front line actually. You see that both does the same thing. That's what this guy is saying. User mod, you could use user mod to lock the account or password L to lock the account. Okay. And now let's go and where is our document? Yeah, right here. Okay. To unlock it, it's simple, very simple. iPhone U and the same. Okay. Can we use the user mod to unlock it? Sudo user mod iPhone U Jenkins invalid ID Jenkins. Oh, okay. You need to basically what you need to do, whether you lock the user account or whether you lock the password, basically you need to unlock the password. Even if you're doing like, a user mod iPhone L Jenkins, that means user mod iPhone L and lock the username, still it is going to lock the password only. That's what it seems like. Now what I need to do, sudo passwd iPhone U, the Jenkins name, yeah, unlocking the password, okay, su Jenkins. Done. And let's see if they have any other thing to discuss. Okay, this account is locked. Oh, I can
They
use
have used capital U, Vishnu.
I can use a, yeah, capital U. That was the problem actually.
Yeah.
So I can use the capital U as well. And let's try. Let's try. Okay. Sudo user mod iPhone L Jenkins user. Okay. Now try to switch back to Jenkins. You see that how many times I'm doing it, because I don't want to forget. Once I work, once I understand, and I'm understanding the flow actually, what exactly happening and how it is going to work. That's what I'm understanding. I'm not learning this command actually. I'm not learning this, what is iPhone L, what is iPhone A, what is Jenkins. I'm not learning that. I'm trying to understand what exactly happening. And if you understand that, you don't need to remember anything. Let's see. Done. It's not going to work. Let's see. Now sudo user mod iPhone U Jenkins. Okay, now try to switch Jenkins. Done. It worked. Nice. Now let's go back to our documentation. Password never set. This can also be a scenario where the administrator has not assigned any password due to the user is not able to log in. Okay, and let's see what is that means. Password never set. This can be a scenario. So verify this again. You can check. No encrypted password, which means a password is not set. If the password was not set without lock, you are something shadow. Okay, as you two exclamation, but there is no encrypted password, which means a password is not set if not the password was set without lock. You are would like if something will okay. So the password never set. Let's see what is that means. Okay, let's go here. ls home. How many users we have? And the sudo cat etc shadow. So password is not set for all these users. You see that? Even EC2 users, there is no password set. But I did set password for these two users, Jenkins and a Bitbucket user. Let me create one more user. Okay. And let me create one more user called user add user called Ansible user, for example. Okay. I'm not setting any password for Ansible user. Okay. And let's see cat etc shadow. You see that Ansible user, there is no encrypted, there is no encrypted value because the password hasn't been set. So can I lock the password? That Ansible user doesn't have any password, but now I wanna, even if I wanna try to switch Ansible user, I cannot. It will prompt for password and I don't have any password, right? And it is gonna fail. Authentication fail. Now let's see. Now I want to unlock that user and let's see what happens. Sudo. How do I unlock the user? Ask wd. Let's use -u Ansible. Unsafe operation. You see that? So unlocked password would be empty because there is no password assigned to this particular user actually. Okay, that is the scenario. I don't think this scenario will happen because you create a user, you never set a password for that user, and which is not going to happen in the real-time scenarios actually. Okay, to check the status, you see that? So the pass wd is the command, only command, -l to lock, -u to unlock, -s to check the status. How simple is that? Let's lock the Jenkins user password and let's see. Okay, sudo pass wd -l Jenkins user. Okay, now the password has been locked. Let's check the status. You see that password locked. This is how you said check the status. Okay. When was it locked? In this day.
Vishnu, which means we cannot open Jenkins. Like that, we are locking the password.
No. This is nothing to do with the Jenkins. This is a username called Jenkins.
User. Oh, okay. You are just giving a name. Okay.
Yeah, this person can be Vishnu. This person can be anything. There is nothing to do with
Okay.
Jenkins. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
this user account, let's say for example, Jenkins is using this user account, right? This is a user account. If Jenkins is using this user account, Jenkins is not going to work because this user account is not working. Let's say this is my user account and I'm using this account, right? And this account has been locked now. I cannot use this account anymore.
Okay. Okay.
Right? And that's what it is like. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the all services, right? Let's say for example, Ansible, Terraform, CloudFormation, or any IAM, all those services will be run as a service user basically. If I'm executing an Ansible playbook in the companies, I'm not going to execute Ansible playbook with my access key and secret key. It doesn't work that way because I might not have access to a specific resource inside an AWS, but if I go through Ansible script, that might have access to that specific service in AWS.
Okay.
That makes sense actually. So
Yes.
what I'm saying is the service account permissions are different than my personal permissions basically. Okay, when I said that, let's say I am using Ansible, I'm using Ansible to create uh, a lambda function, for example. Okay, lambda function. But this is me personally, my account. Okay, this is Ansible account. When I say Ansible account, user is Ansible. Okay, there is a user name assigned to this account called Ansible user, for example, anything. Okay, and this is the Vishnu, that's me. If I use my account, I'm not going to have permissions to, for example, I'm not going to have permissions to create lambda. Okay, but if I use Ansible account, right, I should have a permissions to create lambda. A bit confused, right? Why Vishnu, why that happens? Like, that's a good question actually. So if I do have access to lambda, right, for example, I might try to create lambda manually. I might gonna miss something. You know, I might be providing the wrong IAM role. I might be providing the wrong tags, or I might be providing the wrong ARN. I might be providing the wrong, wrong CloudWatch rule. Anything can be possible. Instead of 2, I might be enter 3 by accidentally, right? But
Yeah.
this run,
With that user lock, you are locking that Vishnu permissions, right? With that user lock, what we are using.
yeah, if I lock these permissions, right, this guy is not going to work. Not only Ansible, he cannot do anything because his account has been locked. Okay, if this user account has been locked, you cannot run any Ansible script because this guy, this account, these Ansible scripts are using a specific user account. That user account has been locked. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't, do with anything, deal with the Ansible. Script is not failing. But that guy who is running that script is not have permissions. Actually, his account has been locked. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood?
Yes, Vishnu.
Clear? Okay, that is good. Now let's see. This is a password has been locked. Where are we with that? Okay, this is the, if the user is unlocked, you will see output something like that. Okay, this is the encrypted. You don't see the actual password actually. This is encrypted value. And let's see. Let's unlock this user and let's try to check the status again. Now user has been locked, right? Sudo pass wd -u Jenkins. Okay. Now let's check the status. Okay. You see that password has been set. This is not my password. Password has been set to this. This is encrypted password actually. Okay. And let's see if they have anything. That's it. How simple is that? This is all about user lock and user management. Since we are there, and I will show you how to change the file permissions and file ownership as well. Okay. Let's create a file, touch, and Ansible, for example, just a file name or run.sh, right? If I do ls-la, let's do ls-lrt. And who is the owner of this run.sh actually? Easy to user. Okay, who is the group of this run.sh actually? This is the group. Okay, but you can change the ownership of the file. The command is chown, okay, Jenkins user, and a Jenkins group to run.sh. Okay, now let's do ls-lrt. And who is the owner of this file right now? Jenkins is the owner of, Jenkins user is the owner of this file. EC2 user, he is not, owner for this file anymore. And this EC2 user have only readable permissions right now, because who is the owner? Jenkins. Jenkins only read, write, execute, read, write permissions, and the Jenkins group only read, write, execute, read, write permissions. But everybody else just readable permissions. So this EC2 guy has only readable permissions to this file. Let's try to add something. You see that read-only file? Okay, let's try to execute. Warning, you see that? Warning, changing read-only file. So he cannot change the read-only file. Is that clear? This is how you change the ownership of the file. Any questions? No questions actually? How do we change the file permissions actually? Let's say I want to give read, write, executable permissions to everybody for this file. What command should I use? What?
-A.
777 chmod.
Okay, chmod.
Chmod 777.
Run.sh. Because this guy is not owner for that file, and he doesn't have a permissions to do that.
Sudo.
So that's chmod wait group.
Okay. Run.sh. Now let's try to see. You see that everybody have a read, write, execute, and read, write, execute. How can I change the ownership of this file? Sudo chown. Okay. The first user, the first belongs to the user. This one. Okay. If you have the column, but I wanna keep it for the EC2 group, EC2 user group, and run.sh, right? ls-lrt. You see that? Who is the owner of this file? Jenkins user is the owner of this file, but the group, EC2 user group, is the owner of this file. Okay. And let's chown. I want to change the user permissions to EC2 user. Okay. But the group permissions to Jenkins. Okay. ls-lrt. You see that EC2 user is the owner, but the group is Jenkins is the group for this file. Is that clear? Priya, is this clear? Priya, are you there?
Yes, Vishnu. Sorry, I was talking on you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear, right? Okay. Sindhu, are you in the call? Okay, she's not here. Divya, is that clear?
Yes, Vishnu.
Are you getting? Did you complete your Ansible assignments?
No, Vishnu, I'm still in cloud formation assignment.